All right, here we are back out here on the DT 100. Gonna go after this oil injection pump. All the parts are come in here. Got our springs, our plates, our gaskets, air filter. Everything's here. Time to get busy. I believe the book says undo this cable first, which would make sense. Yep. Undo that cable. All right, like I said there, step 10 there, loose 10mm nut holding the auto lube pump cable adjuster to the side case, remove the adjuster and complete cable. Okay, got our adjuster out there. Gonna go after the cable, get that out of the way. All right, gonna spin this around here. And get the cable free, just like that. Voila. Well, yeah, that's pretty much hooked to nothing. I don't mind that, that's the throttle. Set that off to the side. Make sure that piece for the throttle gets back where it needs to go here. Goes to the top of the carb. Look at that right there. Yeah, the little one, youngest in the house there, wants 3D printer for Christmas. I can see the advantages of that, especially for holding my cell phone. This book kind of reads weird, or I mean, it like bounces around. Like this is like if we're pulling the engine out. It's not laid out like a Hayes or a Chilton or Climber. But yeah, gonna go after the Kickstarter bolt. As you can see that they're doing this with the engine out. So Kickstarter bolt coming out. It's a 12mm, and as with most of these, you know, I'm not taking it off here, but I'm pretty sure it's like any other Kickstarter. It's a through bolt at the same time. Even if it's loose, it's, you know, goes in a groove. And, yep, need that camera holder. Santa needs to bring that 3D. As I was saying, you know, the bolt, it's threaded in, it rides in that thing, keeps it all. See how it's notched there? Yeah. Most of you guys that are working on these probably know that, but for anybody that's new to this or these or motorcycle maintenance in general, kind of how they all are. They're all the same, but different. Set that there. Should probably drain the oil out of this thing before we get too far. And it is two-stroke, but it still does have transmission oil. There's the plug there. Let's get that popped off. All right, we're looking at a 17mm. Yep. That going the right way, huh? Yeah, it wasn't in there too tight. I like that. Yep. I have a crush gasket or an O-ring on there. Sometimes just slapped O-rings on them when you got some that crush gasket's worn out. If you're in a pinch, better than it dripping on your floor. All right, a little tight towards the end there. It's a lot bigger bolt than I'd have thought it would have been. It's a pretty good sized bolt. That stuff looks pretty decent. It's telling me somebody might have been in here. This newish looking gasket, cleanish looking oil. We shall see. I'm going to take this brake lever bolt out, get that out of there, sit down and out of my way, get this foot peg off there too, just to open it up a little bit, you know. All right, real quick, like I mentioned in my last video of this bike, I think it's been neglected quite some time, so looking it over. But yeah, I had to put this big screwdriver in here. I mean, you could use anything, I guess, but I had to put pressure on this. That bolt was just spinning, so it's stripped, either the bolt or the nut, you know, chicken or the egg, whatever. But I think, you know, gonna find stuff like this on here. It is what it is, you know. Old dirt bike, some hack work been done on it, you know. So maybe I just over tighten that, or just I don't know if that's original hardware or not. Take a look in the book if it looks similar, but I doubt it's original. Also, I suspect the spring would have gone here. Yeah, here's the bolt. Focus. There's the nut. You can kind of see in there. They're both pretty pooched. Those are garbage. See, it's go after this foot peg here. Sure, it could probably clear. It'd be close-ish, but it's just easier to get it out of the way than deal with it when you're trying to pull it off. All right, that nut on there is 17 millimeter. Looks like it's pretty much original. This bolt, pretty sure it's original too. 13. That here is a 10. I'll, you know, I might put another 10 in there. Who knows? Might be a quarter. We'll see. See what's in the old bin, you know, coffee can. All right, got the foot peg loose. Just sticking a screwdriver right back in here like so. It is spline, so, you know, I guess you got a little bit of adjustment. It's probably nothing crazy with the brake pedal where it is, but, you know, serrated, I should say, spline. You know, it's got serration splines, whatever you want to call it. But this will kind of dictate, you know, where it'll be. I didn't mark it or nothing. I'm not too concerned about it. Oh, that's off and out of the way. Take a little bit more look here at the pump and see what we got to do. Looks like there's a Torx bits right here, 2 each. See those 2 bolts there. But after doing a quick read, looks like we can, I got it highlighted there, we can pull the cover without taking the pump off. I like that. I like that a lot. However, we got these lines here. You gotta pay attention. This will be our feed line going up to the tank. Pull that off, it's gonna gravity feed. And we got, I guess, there's a breather here, one would assume. And that's this one here. So we'll, pretty sure that's it. Not really wanting to drag through. There we go, it's pulling. Jeez, it's slimy. Can't really get a grip. Then again, I'm using my left hand holding my phone. Yeah, I'm right-handed. Get out of there. It's gonna be fun to feed back in there, huh? Oh, jeez. Whatever. Could have left that in there. Let's, yeah, don't do what I just did. No editing going on here. Let's work on this oil tank hose. And I got an assortment of hardware in my old Tusk case splitter box here. But I'm gonna go with one of these fancy bolts there. Quarter. Looks like somebody did something I'd have used. Safety wire. All right, I'm gonna cut that and maybe get Niagara Falls here. We'll see. Half tempted to just cut this line, like, you know, right here. The line's hard as a rock. Probably needs replaced, but it'd be good to keep it long to get it up with the bolt in there. And it's gotta throw a clamp on there, but it just get it up and let it get it higher than the tank. That's what I'm getting at here. And it's pretty worn, hard as a rock. Yeah. Get a screwdriver. Well, it's kind of crumbling as I just, you know, try to even get it going here. It is pretty old and crusty. I was going to cut it here, pull it up, shove the bolt in there, throw one of these little clamps on there. And yeah, we're going to want to reline. Yep. You know what? We're just going to cut at the top. And yeah, we're going to shove. Well, that one's too big, that quarter. I guess 1032 it is. Man. Oh, yeah. It's tight in there. Yeah. That, well, that's a mess. Kind of to be expected. Happens when you're working on 2 strokes, right? What did I get on the camera lens? I gotta clean that now. All right, real quick. One pan head screw is within the oil pump, out of lube oil pump cavity. Yeah. That'd be this one here they're referring to. We'll do that one first. I like doing my cardboard template. I'm gonna take each bolt out at a time, put it in my cardboard template, and you get the idea. So, here we go. All right, got the case cover bolts out. Hey, have fun with it, right? Yamaha, ha, 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 ha. Yeah, I've got one junk bolt. They're all different lengths, knurled safety wire holes on some. I'm gonna look in the parts catalog if it shows the lengths or not. I know Articat does that sometimes. I can't remember on Yamaha. But yeah, it's work on popping her loose. We'll get it on that cardboard over there and let it drip. I'm gonna want to get ready to tool around on the 3-wheeler, have a little fun. It's a bluebird day out, and I'm in here messing with this old thing, you know. Not that I don't like messing with old things, but you know, when it's nice, I like to ride too. Couple different dead blows here. Start with swallowing. Double check. Yeah, appears all the bolts are out. I believe this year's the tack thing on the 175 or 150. I've seen something in the book about that. Hey, why'd water come out? Just kidding. It did look pretty watery though. What do we have in here? Okay. Doesn't look too terrible. Let's get her over to the bench here. All right, there we have it. So that's our oil pump gear there. Similar to the liquid cooled, you know. Water pump. Obviously, I'll place this gasket. It's coming right off there. That usually never happens, man. Awesome. All right. I don't see any, nothing jumping out at me, damage or nothing. I'll definitely clean it up, take a better look. Gonna let it do that for now and a leak on there. That was great how that gasket came off, right? It's a freaking win. All right. Oh yeah. Far from new. Look at those screws. Yeah, somebody's been in here. Absolutely. Okay. Let's let that drip dry here, and I'll take that trike for a ride. All right, so I guess I will just real quick pull this apart. I noticed, I see the chatter going on in there. Not saying that's excessive there. It's hard to see at that angle. There's like a ring here, I believe an O-ring of some sort. I think the main concern is those chatter marks in the basket. Yeah, let's pull. I want to pull the plates off real quick. I was going to go for a quick ride on that three-wheeler, but yeah, pull these plates off. Put the springs and plates out here real quick. Take a look. All right, this book's a little goofy. Like I said, it's from it's not the same not the same layout as I'm used to. Maybe there's torque somewhere, but the only torques I'm seeing on the clutch here is there. Basically, these screws seem a little loose for the springs. This just says install them. I guess you guys set up here real quick, and yeah, I think I got 3 of them loose. Get the other 3 loose. They don't seem very tight. I don't think it'd be a major issue, but yeah, they don't seem like. I'll have to take a look here. Maybe comparing what's in an LT quad racer book or Honda book or something. Maybe they just tightened up. I can't remember. All right. So got a wrench here on the screwdriver. Of course, you know, stuff starts moving because it's an engine. I had a penny. And where did they go? It's taken to that book and got sidetracked. Here it is, the old penny here. Stick it in here between these gears. And see, not much. That one seemed a little tighter than the other ones. That one's loose. That one's loose. Guess I could probably, yeah, I can't really, it's not really helping. I'm showing you that I'm doing this, is it? Yeah, very light torque on those. And again, they are springs. I thought, I could be wrong. I know the BSAs, there's an adjustment to them, you know, it's a different animal, different era. Look like a starting point they use on those, and you make adjustments through that. Versus these, like on these Jap bikes, some of the Honda and the Suzuki, you tighten them up. I thought they were torqued, but maybe not. I'm thinking the book on those give me an idea. These were, they were more than hand tight, obviously. You know, finger tight. Yeah, I gotta do some more reading in this Yamaha book. Not familiar with it. Could be a great book, don't know. First impression, the layout's kind of goofy. Price was right? Get what you pay for sometimes. Somebody's definitely been in here. Excuse me. So, see what's going on. There's chatter marks, so that's grooved like that. I think it's pretty not good. Pretty not good. Pretty bad. But I'm pretty sure those can be filed. Yeah, I think there's something about paying attention to orientation on these. This first one's different. I believe I remember reading that. Let's take a look in the book. Okay, see how those plates got that deal there? They're to be staggered. Best way to put it. Stagger them. But these plates, I'll measure them. Just glancing at that, there's some rust, but it don't look that bad. Just from a quick glance. I'll got a magnet here. I did start pulling these out and stacking them. Not the greatest. We got some rust on it, some pitting. You know, like I said, that notching there's got me a little concerned there. Them not being able to move, you know, this way back and forth decent. It's kind of stuck in a groove. So that might be some Dremel work. Yeah, get the rest of those pulled out. All right, quick glance at these bucks. Anyhow, these are installed like it says, tighten the bolts securely in a crisscross pattern in 2 or 3 stages. And that's the bolts and springs. That makes sense, I guess. I was thinking they had a torque to them, but I guess not. It's been a while. Yeah, these books are a little bit better here, going into detail. I think that's where I'm going to leave off for today. I want to get a quick ride in. And it's like that chattering is kind of only on the one side, if you noticed. It's fairly smooth on like that side. If you come over to the other side, you can see the divots. I think that may be giving a little bit of problem with movement. Possibly going on there. I don't know these bikes very well or what's available parts wise, so might have to clean that up. Take the basket off and get those cleaned up. I could look, see if baskets are available. I have a feeling probably not. I don't really know these bikes that well. Hard to say. I know that these wear parts, I got these, and I mentioned pitting, and there's not pitting in those plates. It's like divots that are built in there, it looks like, probably for oil, holding oil. That's what those are for. If my memory serves me correctly. So the holes hold oil in them. Something to that effect. Yeah, that's gonna be it for today. I'm gonna get the old wheeler out and go for a quick little rip before little one gets off the bus. I'll probably come back out here tonight and measure these plates. If that's gonna be the end of this video or not, time will tell. Anyhow, take her easy. Have a good weekend.